Good to see you again. Need anything else?
Work never ends.
Show me what lies ahead. This area is off limits. Cast about this land, my friend. On the ritual. They are performed at night. There's emphasis on something called a salakar. My Elven is rusty. Vessel of souls, I think. Is this the object from the vault? The culprit was deciphering Elven runes. Something about the binding of only the most powerful Hoogers. A letter from Sinmara. There's much secrecy about the culprit's affairs. Only she and Sutra are aware. Culprit searches for a Jotun and a Muspel subject to complete their work. Muspels killing Muspels. Marked here, along with a second location. Another ritual site, perhaps. You're light on your feet, Asa. Following me now?
You've become quite useful, Aesir. My gratitude for opening the vault. Now tell me, what happened there?
I'm following the stink as it rises. As are you. Care to tell me why that is?
Days ago, Sinmara ordered my best warriors to the vault without bothering to inform me. I've not heard from them since.
Well, you're casting your suspicions at the right people. Whose quarters are these?
His name is Kalder, an adept in magic. Or Seidr, as you Asgardians sometimes call it. This place is where he practices it.
Whatever he's doing, it is not Seidr. At least not as I know it. He is using something called a salakar. It's part of a deadly ritual. And from what this room tells me, the dead will continue to pile up. Dwarves, Jotnar, Muspels.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You wouldn't. Your stepmother despises and distrusts you. Your father only the latter of those, for now. But in time, thanks to her venomous whispers, he may come to hate you as much as she does.
This is a lie. All of it. Your twisted attempt to pit me against them.
Sift through the mesh yourself. No other truth lies within.
Where are you going?
After the Salakar. Whatever it is, your father needs it. Maybe the only leverage I have to get my son back. Calder marked a place on a map surrounded by waters just northeast. If he's planning another ritual there, I may be able to understand what value this Salakar holds. This roof should give me a clear view.
Lord Calder, with your permission, we will now return to Asa.
Soon. I have need for you still.
ASUS warriors, where do they fit into all this?
You are one of our captains, yes?
A duty I share with 2 others here.
I thought I saw something in you. Stout, resolute. Step over here.
Sigrun and Halstein were 2 of the most revered sons of Evaldi. If such prestige is a requirement for these rituals, then Calder is surely luring that Muspel to his death. I wonder if there's a way I can observe the ritual up close. I need to approach Calder without him taking notice. Perhaps the best way is with deception.
Join me, chosen ones. Together, we will enact.
Let me kill him!
Kill them!
Calder fled northwest. Asa snapping at his heels. Calder made it far.
All is ashes!
helpless rabbit. Besides what I find of this pursuit. Aid me. Be my eyes. These fools dared stand in her path. Several wounds. This one put up a fight. Briefly, I suspect. How hard was he knocked into this rock? Most likely dead upon impact. No other bodies in this warpath. He was the last to die. Asa caught up to Calder. His warriors moved in while he pushed on. But Asa tore through them like a whirlwind. The trail of the dead reveals a direction. Calder's too. And most importantly, the Salakars. They are headed west. Stretch your wings, Sunan. Fight Calder before Asa does. In her bloodlust, the Salakar is not safe. Looks like these two brought all the fires of Muspelheim with them. And Freya wonders why I have always refused to take her on a tour of that scorched dunghill. 2 sets of footprints. One is stretched, like someone fled. The other closer together, uneven and lined with blood. They were hobbling, perhaps. Asa and Calder fought here. Blood was spilled. Asa and Calder fought here. He gained the advantage. Foolish girl. Asa, your rage makes you vulnerable. She's hurt, but not enough to stop her. Looks like she followed Calder up that hill.
Go!
Do you see? No sight of Asa or Calder. Only these curious young who stand in my way. They should run, but they won't.
Won't take
Asa's spear. Abandoned. Calder and his minions finally best her. These or similar were used to restrain someone. There's a cart here. Track marks leading to it. The dead stack up. For these Muspels, Ragnarok came early. Asa chased Calder into this camp, leaking her lifeblood, blinded by rage and utterly reckless. Looks to have cost her too. She came crashing in, mauling whatever half-wit stood between her and Calder. Those half-wits fought back in numbers. Injured and disarmed, she was overpowered and restrained. Calder then had her tossed into a cart like a sack of turnips. What is it Calder plans to do with the little princess now that she is his prisoner? Surely not. These tracks lead west. I must find Calder and the Zalakar. For Balder's sake. They paused here for a moment before continuing. Most likely to resecure ASUS barns. Even in her sorry state, I imagine her to be quite the handful. She even bested me. Temporarily. Perhaps Balder would not approve of my methods. Of the cruelty I must perform on his behalf. He and Asa, they are young. Pure of heart, but lacking in logic. One day they will grow up and see life as I see it. In the meantime, they must rely on me to ensure they live long enough to achieve that wisdom. I hope I'm not too late. They made a turn here toward the river. Asa.
Is that you again, Mad One? Come to tempt fate, I see.
I do not die this day. Can you say the same?
Yes. You've proven once already how you like to strut around, unencumbered by fear. Perhaps the Zalakar did not give you an adequate taste of it.
Enough of this blithering. Hand over what is now mine, or shall I just take it?
To know fear, we must be subjected to it. When I am through with you, I will take Asa's willful Hugr. Soon after, the Zalakar will be complete. Then, believe me, you will know fear and pain. Just like your son. Such a desperate, feeble man. I wish all the ASUS could see you now. I enjoy poking my blades into Walker's flesh, seeing what was underneath. What purity! Fool! The apple fell far in this case. Asgardian air.
Why is Surtur collecting hookahs? What does he mean to do with the Zalakar? Tell me! Ask yourself how much you care to suffer in these final moments.
Do your worst.
You are wasting your breath. He will not tell you. And he won't have to. His secrets are known to me now. You want them? Move aside. Move aside, or I will destroy it.
Traitor!
Traitor? It is you who are slaughtering your own kind.
What I do for Suter!
Such devotion requires a strong Hugr. All these Muspel sacrifices, you needed only look inward. Was he right? About you wanting to complete the Salakar?
Sutra will not trade my son for something he cannot use.
So you will see it through? To what end? How many lives would you take?
For Balder, I would drain all 9 realms. Even Asgard.
The words of a dreadful king. You wish to reunite with your son. I wish to see my father's plans lie in ruin. No matter the price. Can you see both through?
I can. But I will need you. The Salakar still requires the Hugr of a suitable yacht. I must get hunting.
Do as you will. In the meantime, I'll join my stepmother, wherever she may be. I will try to learn how the Salakar fits into my father's plans. Under the guise of a contrite stepdaughter, of course. Keep it. I will need a way to find you when it is time to confront my father.
You and this bauble share a bond. I set out to use you to my advantage. It ends with me in your debt.
If it were not for you, I would have never known what my father was capable of. He used our people. Turned them on each other. For his gain. I cannot forgive him. And to that end...
In Asgard, an ally.
Let us not get carried away.
Suitable Jotun. Perhaps if I listen to that chatter, some fount of wisdom will reveal itself.
We will give them a fight! Yes!
I reckon they're lying.
Come to humiliate us some more?
Help me, and I'll compose your saga so exalted it will endure Ragnarok itself. But first, I need a name and a place.
For what?
For whom? The mightiest Jotun in all of Svartalfheim.
We know the one. Right hand of Sutunga. Malvigor.
Here because of us.
She is worthwhile.
Gave your son Vidar quite the beating once, didn't she?
One day Vidar will make... Why would...
The ones who killed Sutunga's father.
I heard something about him trying to outdrink...
but luckily we
Loki.
whoever it is, she will. Arrow.
Cup. Oh yes, the cup.
As the
So,
we show you how to use it against Malvigar.
it's the deal.
Yes!
No one wants to
They
hear
may
us.
try us with fire, but...
My eyes, Sunan. This is the place. The old home of Brahma and Blom. Whatever they This is the place. The old home of Brahma and Blom. Whatever they're called, I should find a way inside. Looks like I'll be getting my toes wet. This wondrous cup of theirs should be on the table over there. Nothing. Perhaps someone has already been here and stolen it. Assuming there was a cup in the first place.
Malvigar has trained us well! You have no hope! Hey, look for the opening!
Everyone knows of my greatness.
Perhaps there are one or two who have not yet heard?
Just tell me where Malvigar is.
What?
I do not know. Look me in the eye.
Please.
Gods take you!
These rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak. The cool nights spent together beneath the stars. These rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak. The cool nights spent together beneath the... What trickery is this? These rugged views that remind me of when I once roved the land with Freak.
They had hoped that by serving you up, I would show them mercy. Clearly a misapprehension on their part.
Yet here I am.
If I were here for you, High One, no. I know what... Vidar put up an honorable fight.
That is not what I...
Do not believe the story.
Upon his return. Is that why you
It is.
How do you know this?
Aesir, Jotun. You and Loki are both mad. And Hirokin is just as bad. And Thor is so stupid he might as well be mad. You spread chaos wherever you go. Yet, you are all known quantities to us. Surtur is not. He rarely emerges from Muspelheim, and when he does, he shares little with us. Thus, while here, I have sent my spies to learn what he plans. Beyond wiping out the dwarves like he did the elves of Alfheim.
What do you know of his plans?
I know that he found a powerful elven relic, and that his minion, Calder, was tasked with finding the Hugars necessary to sustain it. That Calder is now trapped within said relic, and that you would have me join him.
I must trade the Salakar for my son.
You. The one who almost killed Suttungr for his meat. Will hand over a legendary relic, take your son and leave. Just like that. Put your mania aside, Javi. Work with me. Together we will...
I cannot take the risk. With each breath, Baldur is a step closer to death.
I was a parent.
We have spoken long enough.
So be it.
I am calling help from the bottom.
Come! Inflict fate worse than death on me. Or die trying. Should I prevail, I must adapt some of these maneuvers for my own use. More than you bargained. Get on with it, blind one! End my misery! Oh, Ymir. As for my... I do not...
No. Malvigar was right. I must find out more about the Zalakar. Perhaps Hirakin. I've seen nothing of her since what... Ivaldi. I must seek him out. Where was it? The old workshop ruins in Bangrin? Yes, that is the place. The old workshop that Ivaldi spoke of. I should check if he's already here. The entrance must be on the other side.
Oh, utterly useless.
Found anything worthy of your talents?
This will have to do.
Soon you can put them to good use.
By Ymir, is that a Zalakar? I never knew they actually existed.
I know all the sagas of your people, yet I've never heard
I never said my people.
You mean the Light Elves?
There aren't many who remember the Children of Light, or their stories. I do.
When Sutter invaded their lands, they begged me for aid. The war with the Vanir had only just ended and I was... wary. Long after, I learned how Sutter devoured the elves in mortal light, Huga by Huga. Maybe it's the same light that now allows him to renew himself after death.
During the conquest, he must have uncovered knowledge of the Salakars.
But to what end?
What Hugers does it hold?
Those of two warlords. One a Muspel, the other a Jotun.
Nothing more?
Nothing more. At least not of value.
He speaks the truth.
You deal with a fire nymph?
A fire nymph? I am the finest fire nymph in all of Svartalheim.
Allow me to introduce Asa, treasonous daughter of Sutter, and my friend.
You grow dewy-eyed in your dotage.
What have you unearthed?
Only rumors. My father is rebuilding something large and powerful, though its exact nature I cannot fathom.
And the Salakar is intended to be part of this something.
Most likely. Either way, its value to my father is so great he may indeed trade your son for its return.
Return to your stepmother. Arrange a trade. And one more thing. I would feel better knowing you're protected.
Sinmara travels far and wide, but I will rejoin her as you wish.
Whatever the Salakar is, I must steal it back once Baldur is safe.
Why?
Ragnarok comes. I've made plans, but they are not ideal. Perhaps the Salakar offers another way. One that will allow me to truly save those I care about. Even you.
To unlock its secrets, I will need help. There are rumors of a shelter nearby. Its dwellers may be able to assist me.
I know the place. Home to the most ill-tempered shits imaginable.
Tell them I sent you. No dwarf would give up the chance to work with Ivaldi.
Langren was once home to your rivals, Sindri and Broka. Your name may not carry much weight here.
Don't make me laugh. No one cares about those two.
Here to lend a hand.
How can so many starving dwarves?
I do not take kindly to being interrupted.
Charming.
Do I look like I got time for small talk?
You don't belong here.
A word, my friend. Ivaldi requests your aid.
Ain't my concern. Go talk to Orgler.
He's the master of this workshop?
Master?
Hello there.
What?
Ganger?
Yeah, the chick.
Should go speak with Oculux.
A sight for sore eyes.
So many starving dwarves. So much shit. Asgard has abandoned.
What do you want?
Ivaldi sends me. He requires...
A meeting of minds, huh?
They still breathe? Where are...
No idea.
How much of a while?
Couple of weeks.
And his absence doesn't worry you?
Not my business where he goes.
And Broker?
Went to look for Sindri. Anyway, look, leave your name and I'll pass it to Brocker when he shows up.
Tell him Harvey of Asgard was here.
Harvey of... by Ymir? Really, it is you?
I'll return tonight. In the meantime...
You are always welcome. How can so many starving dwarves produce so much shit?
You shouldn't be here. 3 times it stung me. 3 on the hand, then the neck, oh, then on my eyeball.
A true master would ignore such trifles.
Trifles? That gadfly was...
An ogre could tear me limb from limb.
Horseshit. Master Broker, I'm glad you're here. I believe Sindri went adventuring.
Yeah, what's... Anyway,
Might work.
Aelthor.
I will find...
Now how...
Good, good. We have a deal. That gadfly? It was Loki. Thor himself could not have withstood the sting.
How can so many starving dwarves produce so much shit?
Why is...
Understand it, Sindri. Even after all that has happened, he still has the defiance to seek out a horn of Svartalfheim's finest. The sweet scent of mead, fouled by the stench of muspels. Yatna, too. Survey the area, Sunan. Muspels aren't making any use of this place. Let it rot.
You can't help.
The smell of mead grows strong. This must be where everything is stored. Sentry's nose would have guided him here. Really, Sindri? All this trouble for a few drops of mead?
another barrel.
Much obliged. Surely there's some sign of Sindri here. Is this Sindri's special mead? Given the puddles on the floor, he must have taken a bath in it. This hammer bears the mark of Sindri. And here, a bag of roasted acorns. Chain was placed here. From the scarring, something heavy was suspended from it. I've carried enough dwarves recently to know they are not as light as they look. This blood is many days old. One trail leads in, the other out. The Muspels have a prison not far from here. Jan's House, they call it. Some days ago, Sindri was captured while sneaking outside. He was dragged in here for interrogation. His belongings were seized. Even his roasted acorns, one of the many dwarven delicacies I will never fathom. They tried to loosen his tongue, using the same sweet mead he himself sought. Almost drowned him in it. The shelter has not been raided. So Sindri must have remained strong and refused to give them its location. Instead, he was dragged away. Bloodied, drunk as a fish, most like tortures, at a makeshift prison named Jan's House. That is where I should go next.
Just stand there. Get it over with.
Reeks of misery. More than I would even wish upon Loki, no matter his crimes. It's likely Sindri was brought here many days ago. I hope I'm not too late. Go, Sunan.
Deserve to suffer like this.
Why are you here?
Huh? Let's see you, old friend. Chance led to Sindri's capture, but the nature of his death, that was not chance. When the enemy realized they had such a prize in their clutches. such as Sindri's are of lesser value. Still, it can't be coincidence that Kalda sated the Salakar with the Hoogers of so many races. Muspel, Jotun, Dwarf, who knows what else.
Who is this you bring? No! It can't be!
Master Broker, I share in your grief. Truly I do. Your brother was the worthiest of dwarves. More so than you will ever know.
Oh, Sindri. No. No! My dear Sindri.
The funeral arrangements are being made outside. I must use this chance to bend Broker to my will. I must speak with Broker.
You're back!
You're not one to waste... Let's...
Oh, my back.
Reitmar's armor. He wore it when his sons turned against him. Dwarves believe it to be cursed. I don't think they'll mind if I relieve them of this malediction. Dwarves have come up with a crafty way to cross the lake. Strange. I've never seen a dwarf rowing in one of these boats. I must find a way to ease Broker's sorrow and make him amenable.
You lied to me. You said you would save him.
I said I would find him.
That ain't my brother. Not anymore. What happened? Tell me. Everything.
As I neared the village, I heard a great roar. Like that of a wounded bear. Soon after, I witnessed the final act of a mighty battle. Sindri, beset by giants on all sides. It was he who made the godlike roars.
He always did have a deep voice.
He wielded his hammer and chisel with uncommon skill.
Yes! Yes! I've seen him do it many times in the workshop!
Giants lay one, yet so it will be written. I must find a way to ease Broker's sorrow, and make him amenable to my wishes.
How can I talk with you when my heart is torn asunder?
How can I tell? Where could they be?
There's something I missed by you.
Well, they
not. I'm very fond of the dwarves, yet their constant needs. It is exhausting. Oh, Loki. Friend, betrayer. What I'd give for a moment of your gilded conversation. Even the lies. If I was Sindri, where would I hide? If I was Sindri, where would I hide my beloved tools? Somewhere high up, perhaps. I need your eyes, my friend. Nest looks like a promising hidey hole. If I had wings, I could reach it easily enough. The tools of Sindri's trade. I must reunite these tools with Sindri's remains before the ceremony begins. The disaster has been averted.
Oh, now I see why some call you God!
You're making me blush. Still, I have my moments. Heroes die, but not their legacy. Such was Sindri's courage, that tonight he feasts in Valhalla. Evil days come.
I'm here for the mead, not the company.
You dwarf. Time
are the vault of vast.
Evil days come. Perhaps he can be of use. for me. This is a great honor that they bestow.
My brother! I did not like steel. He was good with the hammer. And the broker. Your brother was a very fine smithy.
Master Broker, you've given Sindri an excellent send-off. It is. Come. Now, tell me. Are you prepared to continue Sindri's good...
Helping Ivaldi.
What defined Sutter was. It's what got him killed.
Greed for mead is what got him killed.
It took courage to go after that mead. A direct challenge to Sutter's authority.
This is crooked thinking.
Seems straight enough to me.
You know, I don't reckon I owe you a...
I risked my life to retrieve your brother's body. Now I'm prepared to risk it again. For you and...
Bollocks! You ain't doing anything out of the goodness of your heart. I know what you're after. I know all about your lad Balder. I have ears, you know, even in my grief. So, don't pretend you're here for...
Would you have me abandon my own son and strive only for your salvation?
Okay, when you say it like that. I need time. I'm still grieving, you know. Let me think on it, all right? A little old think.
I must encourage him further.
These are the finest tools you'll ever lay eyes on!
Good to see you're getting along.
Don't... What? You deal with a fire nymph?
Not this again.
What news do you bring?
My stepmother is stubborn. I cannot push too hard or she will grow suspicious.
She has no interest in a trade.
Interest, yes. But not yet the will.
I don't understand.
The Salakar is all but indestructible. You, on the other hand, are not.
She assumes she'll catch me, kill me, and retrieve the Salakar.
Time is on her side.
Then I must strip her of this... But it... I once plotted and carried out...
Well, since you put it like that...
Where must I strike?
At Af Alvat Milna. My stepmother develops a... In the meantime, I'll...
We best get on with it then.
Yes, you just follow my lead.
Who put you in charge?
You were once your brother's apprentice.
this? Are you having a laugh?
I have work to do. Supplies. What do you see, Sunan? I should not be seen in this area. closer.
Sunan, guide me.
reparations for what you did to Freak. Oh, my eyes. Unleash the beasts. face them too. Without these plans, no further beasts can be bred. No more piggies for use in murder. Once Valhalla's free, he and I shall feast on the roasted flesh of these mighty pigs. Now Sinmara will negotiate Balda for the Zalakar. And then together he and I will steal it back. Hopefully the dwarves have gained an understanding of the Zalakar's true use. My future may depend on it. Ragnarok is inevitable. To avoid it, impossible. But if there's one thing I know, impossible is impossible.
Oh, you're back.
Sinmara's plans lie in ruins.
I just hope you know what you're doing.
Surely I should be asking that of you. Now, tell me, what does it do?
I ain't got a clue. These light elves and they're sneaky.
You've learned nothing?
Whatever its use, the power it contains. It holds more than what you said.
Such as?
Well, for a start, there's a bloody dwarf in there.
Anyone we know?
Nah, and it's not important. Dwarf Hugers don't carry much weight. Not even mine.
So, what does it contain?
All I know is that it's more than Malvigr, Calder, and some dwarf no one cares about.
Fine. In the stories, what was the actual point of the Zalakars?
Hugers were what vitalized them. But it was the magic that gave them their purpose. And that magic was different to each one.
Magic? You mean Zeta?
Nah, some elf shit no one knows anymore.
Except Sutra.
That fire nymph? She sent word.
And?
Your plan worked. Sinmara's ready to barter, if it means getting you out of the way.
Where?
At the bridge leading to Feygarda. Light the beacon, and she'll come out with your lad.
The power that the Zalakar holds. It must not fall into Surtur's grasp.
Nah, I'll reclaim it once Baldur is safe.
Just stand there. Get it over with. I'm not afraid of you. I'm not afraid of any of you. Put me out of my misery so I don't have to look at your ugly faces anymore. Test this.
It's safe now.
What are the... You...
If my...
The giant... I...
Sure.
Retaking the ZOTAC won't be easy. I may have to release Loki and ask for his aid. His talent for theft is unmatched. What I have done to him, and him to me. Once I have rescued Balder, we will be even. Loki will see that. I must announce my arrival.
You bring that which is Sutter's.
Give me what is mine, and I will hand over what is his.
Come midway.
Show me. Huh?
Coward! Shoot! Shoot! Snuff you out! Ah!
Behind one of these doors. Locked cells. I must find the proper keys. This blood trail. Whoever was dragged here was badly wounded. Yet he was strong. It took at least 4 jailers to hold him. One of the many prison keys. And all of them are here, it seems. Seems nothing can contain these tricky indenters. Ugh. Guess I shouldn't touch every piece of paper. is written in Baldur's hand. No light, but only darkness visible. Revealing sights of woe. Realms of endless agony. This hopelessness, it is not the Baldur I know. No matter his pain and turmoil. Truly, Calder, truly, you dare to torture my own flesh and blood. If only I could bring you back from the dead and kill you all over again. There, beyond that door lies the dark heart of the prison. And my son. Key bearing a skull. That is what I need to access the chamber beyond. Seems nothing can contain these tricky inventors. There's something on the other side. Maybe the dwarves hid something there.
High One, brought low. Mistletoe, symbol of hope, renewal, but not for Baldur. We forced so many drafts down his gullet. His torment was quite beautiful. Blind fool. You never saw what was in front of you. Here is your child. His light gone before you even set foot here. And the rest of him? It now skulks in Helheim. Allow me to reunite you with your boy. No! Traitor. You were never worth my effort. I've seen dwarves with better stature. Take care of it. Damn you, Asa! But the darkness cannot be kept hidden. It oozes out Like that! To the flame! If you're going to fight, fight!
By my command!
What is it? What did you see?
All my struggles mattered nothing in the end. My son was lost before I began. His premonition come to pass.
Your son?
Baldur! Harvey's son. You know what I mean.
So Baldur met his fate, as was foretold.
No,
perhaps
I fear...
I think you meet me in...
Some visions of Odin trouble me. Am I alone in seeing them? Or do the tales of Svartalfheim hold some other meaning? Perhaps I should warm my bones by the fire. Gather my thoughts for a moment.
Eivor! You have arrived just in time.
Is it Sigurblod already?
The days are long and the nights are warm and lit with fires.
And it marks the beginning of raiding season.
We still need to finish gathering offerings for the gods so we can earn their favor. With their blessing, we will have calm waters, good winds, and much bounty.
Gunnar must be busy forging weapons and armor.
Yes. He asked to bring in an extra set of hands. Svinda has already set up her forge by the training ground. But weapons are not the only tools of war, Eivor. You must train your mind as you train...
Eager to see what...
I would check it...
Am I...
Oh.
I raised Siegfried, the most feared Viking in all of Francia. Death dripped from his brow.
We'll need to fill our stores if we're going to be ready for a long voyage. We'll need food and materials.
I raided with Siegfried.
Water's boiling with them.
And I...
Hey, cut that out!
Eivor!